I'm in here. Okay, and press continue.
Okay.
And Rob, I'm not sure if you have notes or not, but do you have notes or you don't need notes?
I don't need them. I
No,
have some, but
yeah. So
yeah.
just keep your eyes on the computer as you're doing, which is great.
Yep.
Right on that little dot, and we're
Yep.
good. Rob, could you identify yourself?
Sure. So Rob Christensen, VP Advanced TV Sales and Distribution at Vevo.
Great. Rob, it's been quite an impressive journey this past year. You guys expanding CTV channels and rolling out contextual products and joining the Newfront. What's been sort of exciting in terms of products, growth, how things have been redefined, opportunities you have at Vevo? Just, fill us in.
Sure. So there are certainly plenty of opportunities as the connected TV space evolves. We did have our Newfront a little while back, and the team worked super hard on that narrative. We think it was well received, and the theme was music television like it was meant to be. So a really exciting theme for us to dig into. And frankly, it's been a lot of fun rebuilding this living room experience for the IP set, which is professionally produced music videos that we have access to from our owners. I think it's been said during this Newfront period that IP is a new prime time. We happen to agree with that. And we've seen our viewership already start to shift pre-pandemic. At that point, we had TV viewership growing 40% year over year for the previous 2 years. And then, of course, when people started staying at home, we saw that fire get fueled even more so. So, and ultimately, why wouldn't people watch music videos in the living room? We're living in this time where search and discovery and technology is converging with televisions in real time. Content is getting surfaced in so many new, different, brand new ways, and it's exciting for publishers like ourselves. So opportunities, we've been head down building our distribution footprint globally, and have had up to 10 launches by the end of last year in 2020, and we continue to grow on that momentum. We're looking at linear as well as VOD opportunities for launch. We have linear channels here in the US live on Samsung TV Plus, Vizio, Zumo, Pluto TV, and more to come. And our content has no borders, so that's been super exciting, launching channels worldwide. We have a keen focus right now on Canada, Latin America, Europe, and Australia. So you'll start to see some more channels launching here this year globally, and we're really excited to lean in. And when you look at our overall ad revenue profile, it's drastically changed along with our distribution footprint. So prior to the pandemic, when you look at 5 quarters ago, connected TV revenue, interestingly enough, represented 4% of our total direct ad sales. As we close out 2Q 2021 here, as we sit in June, connected TV will represent just about half of our overall advertising revenue directly. We're right in the middle of the upfronts, and so that has been the big point of discussion. We've officially reached the inflection point of supply and demand in TV, and we look forward to surpassing that 50% mark as we head into 21 and 22 while we close upfronts.
Rob, let's talk a little bit about monetization strategies and kind of how you're maximizing inventory with programmatic partners. Fill us in a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Last year, as I said, we saw a big shift in viewership, but also inventory. As viewership spiked, so did inventory. And Andy, we had to get back to basics. We primarily, for a long time, had a big focus on mobile and desktop impressions. And ultimately, in short order, we had to come up with a strategy and an ag tech stack and partnerships that helped us monetize in real time. So we did that. We vetted out SSP partnerships. We worked with SpotX. We added Freewheel, and we're looking at more partners here moving forward to help us get more sophisticated. We needed to answer a couple of questions. How do we increase yield? How do we maximize every ad opportunity in real time, of course? And can we better unify ad decisioning and monetization? So one partner that we are working with now is it's called Beachfront. And we're very excited to work with Beachfront for their ad pod bidding solution. And ultimately what that will do for us is it'll maximize every single ad pod that we're running, we're testing varying lengths on VOD and linear right now, but as we're running ad pods and multiple minutes per hour, it's important for us to make sure that it's a great experience for brands, it's a great experience for users, and of course, maximizing the monetization opportunity. So we'll be utilizing their tool for all those things, as well as managing competitive separation for our clients and frequency.
Now, Rob, a lot of conversation about measurement expectations by the buyers. What's happening with measurement at Vevo, and what can you share with us?
There's a lot happening with measurement at Vevo, and of course throughout the market. There's tons of questions. We could spend a lot of time on that, but I will talk about two new partners that I'll call out that are giving us solutions to items that we need help with. And frankly, it's been really difficult to prove incremental reach within connected TV, looking at incremental reach to TV and incremental reach within CTV across multiple partners and platforms. So we partner with iSpot, who will help us distinguish connected TV audiences from those viewing on other platforms to authenticate a campaign's incremental reach. Another partnership is with TVision. TVision measures attention for content as well as advertising. So they have an opted-in panel of users throughout the country that's representative of the US that allows TVision to track if their eyes are on the content, what their attention span is, are there multiple people in the room at the same time, what co-viewing looks like. So we are looking at that to build a basic viewer per viewing household model, or VPVH model, as building blocks for our estimates and also ways to transact on co-viewing moving forward.
Rob, could you tell us a little bit about ad experience? Of course, the ad pods, on CTV versus linear, what you've been learning. I'm sure you get a lot of feedback from viewers. There's expectations that are different from advertisers. Tell us about the ad experience and how that's evolving.
Sure. So the ad experience, we believe in a few things. One is the power of choice and interactivity is very important. The other is there's an opportunity for the ad pods and brands to be a part of the actual storytelling that the artists we work with are telling in their music videos. So just in terms of interactivity, we're working with vetting partners right now on who can help us with giving the users an option to engage, whether it's with ad selectors. Engagement is key for sure to weave into our connected TV execution. Big believer in the power of choice. I think it's a great idea where it's possible to execute and test. As far as further investment in innovation, we believe that the way you program in this space really does need to evolve. And it's not just investment in actual programming, but we think that there is a way for us to do a very deep dive into our specific partners' audience sets, and learn a lot more about what their insights are, what their interests are, what their music interests are, most specifically, and program in a way, if you will, addressably. We talk a lot about addressable advertising. And we do, by the way, have a product called Concierge that will help our advertisers transact on our addressable inventory on TV as early as third quarter. But in terms of programming, we want to do a good job of taking advantage of the technology at our fingertips that doesn't require us to broadcast one-to-many the way that you have always needed to on TV. So we want to take a look at specific endpoints, how we program, and what we program to the right person at the right time. And ultimately, the question that we want to ask, and for our partners and our clients to answer, is, what does your music television mean? If you really take a second to think about that question, it means something very different to a lot of different people. So we want it to mean something very material and emotional, not just to our viewers, advertisers, and distribution partners, but also the artists. What does it mean to the artists? What value does a television screen bring for them to leverage and to keep moving forward in the music and TV ecosystem?
All right, Rob. The emotional thing is a great thing. We've been covering that. It's a big deal in terms of impact. And